Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. Okay, I feel like either this episode or in an episode coming up, at some point we're gonna have to have a talk about what happened to Dean, what he remembers, and how he's coping with it, and bracing myself for how horrible that might be. So great, can't wait. All right, yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just get it over with because I'm nervous. Oh no.
Hello, this is Armstrong.
What the fuck? He
It doesn't
sounded
make sense, Dean. I mean, why would Uriel tell me you remembered hell if you didn't?
Maybe because he's a dick.
polite.
Like, an angel.
I don't remember a thing from my time down under. I don't remember saying.
Look, Dean, I just want to help. Eyewitness reports of a ghost that's been haunting the showers of a women's health facility. The victim claims that the ghost threw her down a flight of stairs.
Women, showers. We gotta save these people.
Okay, Dean.
So what did you say you're calling your book?
Oh, well, the working title is Supernatural. Yeah, I've been crossing the country gathering stories like yours. But anyways, you were telling me about your encounter.
That's when I started to run.
Oh, I know him.
You fell. The ghost didn't push you.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it did.
Well, I said he seemed very polite.
It helped me up.
Say again?
Yeah, it helped me up. And it kept saying over and over, please, don't tell my mom.
What?
Bigfoot, Hal, the Bigfoot.
Guess you're not talking sense.
There's a Bigfoot out there, damn it, and he's a son of a bitch.
What is going on?
FBI.
What?
We've got polite ghosts and Bigfoot. Oh my god.
It's a Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True to the name.
He took the whole porno rack.
Oh!
Well, I'll say it again. What the hell is going on in this town?
Yeah, what the fuck? What is going on? Sorry?
Hello?
Hello. Could we... You know what? Are your parents home?
No.
Have you seen a really furry...
Is he in trouble?
No.
He's my teddy bear. I think he's sick.
He's her teddy bear?
Wow.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear doctors.
Really? Can you please take a look at him?
Sure.
Oh god, I hope her parents don't come home and they're just in the house with that. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. Okay. We're just doing this though.
Close the friggin' door!
See what I mean?
They're like, what the actual fuck?
It's a teddy.
How exactly did your teddy become real?
I wished for it.
You wished for it?
At the wishing well.
There's a wishing well.
Why am I here?
For tea parties!
Tea parties. Is that all there is?
What is this?
We can kill this teddy bear. How? Huh? Shoot it? Burn it? I don't know.
Are we gonna kill this teddy bear?
Let's go.
My mom wished they're in Bali, so I think they're in Bali.
Where is this wishing well?
Oh no. Oh no.
Shh. I'm supposed to tell.
Somebody order a foot-long Italian with jalapeno.
That'd be me.
I'm glad he started small.
But come on, man. I mean, when does something like this ever come without a price tag? And usually a deadly one.
I don't know.
That's very true.
It's a damn good sandwich. We have to shut this place down under emergency hazard code 56C.
Raz? We keep a clean place here.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave during the preliminary investigation. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that poor guy. Just trying to run a business.
It's too late to go back to our old lives, Dean. I'm not that guy anymore.
Oh.
What would Sammy wish for?
Lilith's head on a plate. Bloody.
Oh. Oh. I mean, I don't really blame
Okay.
you, but no. Ah.
An old coin. I don't recognize the markings. Lift with your legs.
Girl, how was that little mother welded on there?
Oh, this poor guy. Stop it.
Now, sir, I don't want to slap you with the 44/16, but I will.
This poor guy.
Right, thanks.
Ah, the real victim in this episode. Watch, he's behind everything.
You see that?
Oh my god.
You gotta look into this.
What are you doing?
Something just occurred to me.
Can you elaborate? Why do people on this show do that? They like say something and then they leave without telling the other what they're doing, where they're going, what's, you know?
What?
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm with the health department. You actually walked up to a wishing well, dropped a dime, and wished to be invisible so you could spy on women in the shower.
No.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
And stay visible.
Oh.
You better run! Got a problem, mister?
Okay. Oh, the sandwich. The sandwich. Oh no. And you know that man probably has a stomach of steel the way he eats. Oh
You
no.
alright?
Wishes turn bad, Sam. Wishes turn very bad.
Sam knows. Don't do it.
I found some fragments of a legend.
Oh damn. This is gonna take a while to get out.
Oh, good. We gotta find the first wisher. Whoever dropped the coin in and made the first wish, they're the only ones that can pull it back out and reverse the wishes.
Life is meaningless. Signed Teddy Bear. Oh, Teddy. Oh, he does not want there only to be tea parties. Oh, this is twisted. Okay. Okay. Well, okay.
You wake up.
What? I'm up.
Oh, Dean. Dean. Ugh, I just want to give him a hug.
Sleep well?
No, you can't just drink it away, babe.
Stay rested and ready.
Not good. It's not good. It's not good, babe.
Come on, man. You think I can't see it?
I mean,
See what?
The nightmares, the drinking. I'm with you 24/7. I know something's going on.
Sam, please.
Uriel wasn't lying, but you are.
Come on, can we stow the couples therapy, huh? We're on a job. I want to work. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I get okay.
Please?
I had to. Because I love you more than anything, lover.
Uh-huh.
And let me make it up to you, Bess. Let me make it right.
Oh, no, I'm
Ay, ay, ay.
So, coin collector, huh, Wes?
Oh, yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, well, now you're gonna wish it back.
Oh. If you don't stop it, something bad's gonna happen.
Something bad. Like us.
Oh! Oh!
We really wish you'd come with us.
No. Oh, this girl's gonna come out of nowhere and, like, stab you. Oh, okay.
I don't get it.
We just hit something?
I didn't see anything.
Careful what you wish for.
Oh my
You know
god.
who says that? There's all this insanity you guys are talking about.
Guys, what? Just hit the button! What are you doing?
Oh my god!
Get on the floor, Todd! Get on the floor, Todd!
Okay.
Get out of my way!
Okay.
Okay, hey, I can dig it, Todd. It's Todd, right? See, with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh no! Oh no! I thought we were gonna have a really sweet moment there, and then that didn't work out. Oh no!
That kid turned over that car like it was nothing. Well, why can't we just get what we want?
Because that's life, Wes.
Oh, she did that. She did that.
He's gonna make you wish away our love.
I knew she was. Oh wow, she was a lot more clever than I thought she would be. I thought she was just gonna like chase him with a knife or something. Oh boy.
I didn't want to have to do this.
Oh, Dean.
It'll be okay. Make it okay.
Are you gonna do the right thing? I mean, listen. Is it all like reverse? Is Sam dead? Like, I've got questions. Okay.
Follow my lead, you won't have a problem. Come on. I wouldn't mess with this kid anymore if I were you.
Oh.
Stay back!
Do I know you?
Oh, did she forget? Okay. There's that. Okay. I got things to say about that, but okay. They're sunburned from the volley. That's funny.
I shouldn't have lied to you. I do remember everything that happened to me in the pit.
So tell me about it.
No. You really think that a little heart-to-heart and sharing and caring is going to change anything? Huh? Or somehow heal me? I'm not talking about a bad day here. There is no forgetting. There's no making it better. Because it is right here. Forever. You wouldn't understand. And I could never make you understand.
That's okay.
So I am sorry.
Oh. That was good though. That was good. That was so good. I mean, we're not done with, you know, him coping with everything or, you know, by any means, but that was I think I really loved that. Okay, I'm crying. That's fine. Okay, I guess I'll talk about the last scene first. For a good portion of this episode, it was, you know, kind of self-contained to the story, but obviously the question of Dean remembering and everything is kind of the main takeaway from like a longer arc and stuff. So let's talk about that first. Oh, that broke my heart. That really broke my heart. Here's you know, I've really talked about this and speculated about it for quite a bit in the past few episodes or post-episode thoughts and everything like that of, you know, what I I think that Dean is showing a tremendous amount of growth. And because he let Sam know what Sam, I guess, kind of needed to know. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like that he was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, you know. And I love, oh God, I love, you know, Sam was asking Dean, but it, you know, you could tell that it was just out of sheer concern. How often are you supposed to just sit there when you can tell that somebody's waking up from a nightmare and it's horrible, and then the first thing they do is grab and like swig some, I forget what I don't, whiskey or whatever it was, you know, like that's the, you know, at some point, when do you say something? And I think Sam did a really good job of saying something and not being too aggressive with it, you know, when Dean was like, let's just work on the case or whatever. And then when the case was over, I loved the fact that Dean said, listen, this is what I'm willing to tell you, and that needs to be it at this moment in time. I'm not going to cry. That it's funny, there's, you know, like different aspects of both of the brothers that I really identify with, and the way that I think Dean typically kind of copes with pain and everything like that is, I've always really related to that. And this is an extreme example, but I'm just saying in general, whenever something's kind of been wrong with Dean, he's pretty quiet about it and keeps to himself and tries to distract himself. And that's kind of how I've always dealt with my issues and problems in my life. And I think there was a bit of confirmation for the fact that, you know, he is in some regards protecting himself, but he's also trying to protect Sam. I think it's a little bit of both. You know, he doesn't really want to talk about it. And wow, you know what I love? I love the fact that he did such a good job at explaining, like, listen, you're not going to understand it. And he wasn't saying it in any sort of like, you know, somebody gets really, really upset and they're like, nobody understands how I feel, you know, or whatever. But he was being very genuine in that moment where he's just like, you're not going to understand this, because it was just too, like, damaging. It was a long time, right? There was so much, and you can't really explain or try to put into words the layers of trauma that he experienced, you know, and one, he may not really be able to do that, but it's just, you know, it's but he's, at the end of the day, I'm very, very happy that he said that. And he just said that to Sam and said, listen, I'm being very honest with you right now. This is what happened. I don't want to lie to you. I loved that. But, you know, you can't entirely understand what happened to me. And I love that this show is expressing how much kind of how much the brothers have grown, but also in the sense of they're not going to understand every single thing that the other is going through. Dean's trauma, Sam can't understand that. As much as somebody, I'm saying in general, somebody wants to be the most empathetic person in the world, you can't always put yourself in somebody else's shoes with something that horrible. You know what I mean? And I think Sam has a decent amount of sympathy or empathy. There is a difference, and could analyze that at a later time, but he tends to have, he's very sympathetic towards people's problems, and and everything like that, and he wants nothing more than for Dean to share some of that burden, because he obviously feels responsible, even though Dean made the deal, and that, but he did it for Sam, so he feels responsible. So he's like, what, I understand that, like, probably deep down Sam is like, whatever you went through, please, like, it's probably killing him inside. To know that. I think Dean knows that, so he's trying to protect him. I think there's more to it than that, but I do think he's trying to protect Sam. But I also, it was interesting to hear him say, like, you're just not going to get it. And if you think about the flip side of it, not the flip side, but like, there are certain things with Sam that Dean won't entirely understand. What Sam is going through when it comes to this demon blood, when it comes to him thinking that could be a monster at the end of the day, there's a really interesting thing that they're both kind of going through something that the other can't really put themselves in their shoes, but they can try to be as understanding and supportive as possible. And that's what I really like. Since the beginning of the show, we are so very aware that these brothers are very different people, react very different ways. And that's where they clashed. And we have seen this, in my opinion, very beautiful journey of them not changing to be like the other one, really. I'm not saying they haven't changed at all, obviously, with Sam's comment at the wishing well and everything, but, but they're starting to understand how the other works, how the other one copes. And we're starting to see such a very strong supportive unit between the two. I'm really worried that it's all gonna get fucked up. I don't know. I just feel this dark cloud coming for their relationship. I really do. But I was very proud of Dean in that moment to open up as much as he needed to and not elaborate any further. He was honest with Sam, but that was it. And he drew that boundary, which I thought was really great for him. I really liked that. But yeah, you can tell that both of these brothers are, they're going through a lot. Very different things. They're going through a lot. And I hope that they're, there for each other through it all. Wow, God, there's so much going on. That's the main thing that I wanted to say about that. Another, as I said, with the wishing well with Sam, where he's like, Dean was just like kind of assuming like, oh, you would want to go back, and you know, and before your life got all messed up or whatever, and Sam was just like, I'm a different person. I would wish Lilith's head on a platter bloodied. Is that exactly what he said? Something very similar to that. Whoo, Lord. I mean, do I blame him? No, absolutely not. I mean, just think about everything. I mean, he'd probably sleep a little bit better if he knew Lilith was like done for good. You know what I mean? I can't imagine. And I think Sam's kind of similar. Like, he's a bit of an overthinker. I think kind of like I am. I can't imagine with all of the possibilities of what could be going on with Lilith, with his powers, you know, these angels. The wheels would be turning. I would never get to sleep any night. Like, oh my God, it would be crazy. But when I think about it, it's kind of interesting. A lot of what Dean is dealing with is kind of, I don't want to say he's not worried. He's definitely worried about the direction of what's going on with Sam, obviously. But a lot of Dean's trauma and his, you know, what he's dealing with is in the past, whereas I think Sam's is a little more in the future, you know, in the sense of like, what can happen? How do I prevent it? You know, what's going to happen, you know? It's interesting. This was an interesting, I gotta say, what a topsy-turvy episode. I mean, the teddy bear, the teddy bear was pretty disturbing. It's pretty disturbing. And there was just a lot, you know, I do like the idea of like wishes and what are the negative consequences of them. And, you know, I like exploring that a lot. And I think this episode, I have to say, I think this episode did a good job at not really sugarcoating it and actually showing kind of an uglier side, though there was kind of some comedic moments, like as soon as like Dean and Sam saw the teddy bear and their looks of just like, oh my God, it's an actual fucking teddy bear. Like, you know, there were some kind of like funnier or I guess slightly lighthearted moments in it. But I think that this episode did a really, really good job. Because, like, I feel like an episode like this can be a little bit, you can write it, I think, a little bit, like, campy or funny or, you know, it's possible, right? But it seemed like they had a fairly serious undertone with a lot of stuff. I mean, there were some very, you know, we have a little kid who wished that he wouldn't be bullied anymore. He would be strong enough to possibly almost kill his bullies. I mean, him tipping that car over is not possible. Somebody could get really seriously injured, and he seemed to kind of okay with that and content with that. So, you know, they didn't really portray it as like a funny situation. The teenager or whoever it was that's like the turning invisible to like spy on women in the show. And it's like, you know, we're seeing these things and it's like kind of disturbing and everything like that. I always have an issue with any sort of like kind of show like this where there's any sort of like either love spells or anything kind of like that, or like what happened here with like wishing that she would. It rubs me such in a bad way because it's hard for me to not think of whatever person being, you know, basically mind controlled or however you love drunk. I don't know. Whatever it is, to implied to do a lot of things that they would not consent to on a sexual nature. And so whenever I see stuff like that, and they don't really say it, they don't blatantly say, you know, but it's, you know, it's just really, I don't know, it just really gets me in the wrong way. And I just, it kind of, like, I don't know, it just sits with me in such a wrong way. So it's like my sympathy for, what was his name, Wes, I think. I actually like the actor from something else, but you know, my sympathy for his character was fairly minimal, because it's just, I just think that that's a horrible, I don't know. I just think about that, and then it's hard for me to not think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like she didn't really remember when she like came to or whatever. So, you know, but I can't imagine what her reaction would be if she did remember. Like, you know, it's kind of this thing of, I don't know. It just sat with me the wrong way. I don't, always gives me like, ugh, you know, whenever stuff like that happens in shows. Yeah. It was, I mean, it was definitely unique. It was definitely, I do really like that even kind of the more quote unquote standalone episodes, they are touching on a lot of things in these episodes. So I don't want to say that they're completely standalone or anything like that, but the ones that are kind of self-contained to the story, or whatever case they're on is pretty self-contained to the episode. They're having very unique ones this season. And I like that a lot. I really do. I like that episode a lot. Even though there were definitely parts that were really disturbing, I gotta say. Very disturbing, actually. Yeah. But like I said, I like that they took a more serious approach. And they didn't make it all a joke. You know? I like that. Okay. All right, if you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. If not, I am just happy you're here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.